I'd like to thank the Minister for his response, and I'd like to wish him well in his new appointment as Minister at the Department of Foreign Affairs. Minister, Ireland committed, as you said, outlined in your response there, the 175 million over 5 years, which works out as 35 million euros per year. I just wondered if the Minister would outline how that's going to be paid and when that will start being paid in 2016, and if he would also outline the source of that funding. Is it going to be money that's going to be diverted from our ODA, or is it actually going to be new money that's going to be allocated for this very important climate justice and a very important international commitment that we gave in terms of the Paris Summit as well, to actually subscribe to the fund and to ensure that the money is targeted towards climate actions in developing countries. But it's vitally important, and it's very important that you provide clarity to the House that this is actually additional money rather than money being diverted from existing overseas development aid.
Thank you, Deputy. Talis Dodge.
Okay, yeah, I mean, look, the detail of it, when it will be paid and how it will be paid, I certainly can get that information to you. But the most important thing is actual commitment and buying into the commitment. And certainly at the Humanitarian Summit this week, humanitarian aid and development programmes weren't being discussed in isolation. Climate change was very much at the heart of that. Food security was very much at the heart of that. Solutions around conflict was very much part of that. So there's a lot of things that we can't anticipate. Obviously, climate change in some instances, but there's preparatory work. But in relation to the detail of the money that's been available, obviously there's a fixed amount of money that goes to ODA, and that's 640 million for 2016. That's specific for overseas development aid. That money's ring-fenced for that, and as the discussion earlier alluded to, an extra 40 million, well, 40 million is a lot of money in relation to trying to get to the 0.7%. It's still not going far enough. So, but if you take it in the context of 3.8 billion over a period since 2011, is a lot of money. But in relation to this specific, this is additional, and I'll certainly get the detail of when it will be paid. That's something information I don't have at hand here.
Thomas Bingle.
Thanks, Minister. So, just to you are saying that this is additional funding outside of the overseas development assistance, so that is going to be actually new money that's going to be provided specifically for climate justice actions. I think that's a very welcome commitment if that is the case. And I note that we have already announced $2.7 million worth of contributions, but we've only announced it. We haven't actually paid it. And I mean, there's a long history of countries from all over the world announcing funding in response to natural disasters, in response to the demands for development aid, but that's all they are, is announcements, and it never actually transfers into actual money being delivered. So I welcome the fact that this is going to be additional funding. I look forward to see that additionality taking place in future budgets. But Minister, I do have to emphasise we need more than just announcements. We need actually to see it happening as well.
Thank you, Deputy. Talis Dodge.